Hi guys, we are back again. Myself, Jenica, Leah.
And me, Sadeh, Sophia.
Yes, so today we have a good topic of discussion.
Yeah, I think it's quite juicy given that it's Valentine's Day.
It is indeed. So we're going to talk about relationships.
Oh yeah, you said it.
I said it. Now, obviously, everything that we do, because we both have sickle cell, it's all about sickle cell, so we're related to that. So we're talking about, relationships with somebody who has sickle cell, or our experiences and things like that. So, this is going to be good,
I know.
Alright, so let's start off. When do you think is a good time
to tell
the person that you're seeing or dating or whatever that you have sickle cell?
See, I don't know. I think the lines, I don't know, because initially my favourite child world, which I do live in sometimes, I always thought it would be good to tell them like on the first date, because then at least it's just out there and you just don't have to address it again. And then if they can't handle it after the first date, then it's dead, isn't it?
See ya.
No feelings, got just dead, just gone, and just go about your business.
But have you actually done that?
Yeah, I've done that, and it didn't really work out still. But then in my head I just thought, well, if he liked
why
me,
did it not work out?
I don't know. Maybe he didn't know what it was, and he thought it was just like something.
So as in you said it, and he was like, I'm gone.
No, it wasn't that awkward. So basically, he was just like, oh, okay, like, okay. He didn't really ask me what it was, and I didn't feel like I wanted to tell him, like my assumptions were, well, you're black, so you should know. But obviously, he might have not known.
Exactly, which is why we're doing this. People need to
Yeah.
know. So that didn't really work out for you, like, first.
No, that didn't really work out. And then a second experience was that I didn't tell them, but then I ended up in hospital.
Oh, see,
so
that's
then,
a tough one.
so then
That
it was like an awkward situation. Well, I don't know. What about you? What do you think?
See, for me, all of my, I say all, I've only had like a little bit of relationship. Okay, with my relationships, they've kind of already known, because people who I've ended up in a relationship with or dating or whatever have already known me, I've been friends with beforehand.
Okay.
So my first relationship, it was out of college, and obviously when I was in college I was in and out of hospital from the start. So all of my friends at college used to come and see me, and he was one of those people.
Okay,
so he got with me knowing that I already had sickle cell.
Yeah.
Obviously he just fell in love with his beauty, innit? Blood didn't matter. But yeah, he already knew. And the same for my second. Gosh, sounds like I'm 27. I'm just gonna put that out there. Don't you have to think, oh my gosh, she's like 18, she have 3 relationships. I am like 27, I'm pushing 30. So yeah, all of my relationships, they've already known beforehand that I've had it. So I haven't really had to go through that whole, oh, by the way, I've got this and this is what it is. I've had to explain how serious it is. But not really like had to say this is. I'm kind of out there. I'm not going to say babe, but people know that I've got sickle cell in it. I think people just know
Babe,
what it
basically. So you met somebody now.
Yeah.
When would you tell them?
So, okay, in the situation now, I think for me, it still would be easy. I don't feel like I would have to tell them because of what I do.
Yeah.
When you first meet someone, they'll say, what do you do? What do I do? Whatever. When they ask me what I'll do, I just, boom, send them a link or something. And then obviously, they'll know. Yeah. So it's kind of like a little bit easy for me to... It's easy for me to do.
I don't know, like, I'd probably tell them... I don't know. I just really don't know, guys. Like, what do you guys think? What are your experiences? Because I feel like I need advice on this situation.
Ideally, I would say that it's good for them to know. Like, from my experience, because they know already, I ain't got to explain anything to you. It's not like we're going to get to know each other, then we might, fall in love, or it gets serious, and then I have to say, oh, by the way.
Yeah. Because then that's just a bit awkward.
Yeah, because once you catch feelings, it might be difficult. So... I don't really know. Let us know what you think on that one. So then, okay.
So, like, for me, my experience, the second experience was that, by the way, I'm 25, so, I didn't tell him, and then I went into hospital, and then he called me, and he was like, oh, you're alright. Then I was just on the phone, like, yeah, but this time the crisis was too bad, like, I couldn't even be faking it. then he was like,
oh,
you don't sound like very well. I was like, yeah, I'm not feeling well. Like, I've got sickle cell, I'm not, like, you know, in a crisis. Then he was like, he actually knew what it was. So I was like,
oh, that's
surprised. Yeah. And then he was
good
just
on your
like,
second boyfriend.
He was like, oh, I'll come and see you. Like, I'll come and see you. And I was just like, no, you're not coming to this hospital. Oh, I don't know you like that. Yeah, I do get quite aggressive. So anyway, the morphine and everything, I was just like not having it. So I was like, nah, you're not coming. Just, why would you come here? Like, really? I don't know. Like, we're not dating. We're not like.
Because when is it the right time?
Exactly. I didn't know if it was the right time. Like, I didn't feel like that moment it was the right time for me. Maybe if I was in control of the pain and I looked a bit fixed up and. You know, like I feel like in a fresh like relationship, it just wasn't the time. Like I didn't feel like comfortable for him to see me like that because you know I get a bit. You know,
I don't think there's ever right time because I feel like whenever you are in a crisis, whenever it's bad enough that you're in hospital, you're already in a vulnerable situation.
Yeah.
So. When you're feeling that vulnerable for someone who likes you or, you know, they probably see you, if it's a new relationship, when they see you every day, you're all like done up or whatever, you're going out to eat or whatever you're doing, that's how they see you. So then to see you in a hospital bed in like pyjamas or whatever you wear, obviously I won't have that.
Basically, this girl dresses up to go to hospital.
She's lying.
You see how she dressed up now? No. That's how she's in the bed.
Lying. Like. She tried to tell me that I wear lipstick when I'm in a crisis. That's not happened. Like, no, she's not listening to that. Anyway, you know what, like, you might not go to sleep and wake up together yet. You might not be at that point in your relationship. So, thanks in bed head, pyjamas, oxygen mask.
Dry up tears.
Because you cry. I don't cry no more, I don't
cry. Whatever, she cries all the time.
I actually am the biggest cry baby.
She cries if something drops on the floor.
I don't, anyway.
Let's not address that.
Yeah, we won't address that. I am a crybaby, that's that. But, yeah, I don't know. See, obviously my first experience, I didn't have to go through that because he's seen me as a friend in hospital already. So that was, and I must have just still looked absolutely beautiful because didn't put him off. But, I'm always picking myself up.
No, she is beautiful still. Like, let's, credit where credit's due, you know.
Alright then, thanks. Not as beautiful as you though. Anyway. Yes. My second relationship, that was a bit awkward, but again, I kind of had the mentality like, you know what, just come. If you don't like what you see you later. Like,
yeah, but then wouldn't that make you feel a bit like, I don't know, I guess it's the confidence you have within yourself as well, and just owning your sickle cell and owning the fact that you can't change it, and whoever's with you just has to accept you.
That's true. I don't think that every person, well, I'm speaking from female or male, might not be at that point yet where they're just like, if you can't accept me with my sickle cell, then like, see you later, because I actually don't care.
Yeah.
But
see, I didn't feel like I was at that point when I started dating, because I don't know, my sickle cell got worse when I was a lot older. So then I was still like, oh, I actually have sickle cell. Oh, it's actually serious. Oh, okay. I'm not just going to go to hospital and then have fun and get discharged. Like, it's not children's now. So I think for me, I was still trying to deal with the whole, like, oh my gosh, it's like ruining my life, even though it didn't, because obviously I'm here and I'm just like a don. But anyway, I was still trying to deal with that. So maybe that's the issue that needs to be addressed as well, not just.
So I think that might be just down to the individual person.
Yeah.
Then you may have the boyfriend that just suddenly turns up anyway, because I think like there's been times where you'll be like, you know, I'm not well, but I'm fine. And if they do really care and stuff, they wouldn't take no for an answer. So they'll probably be like, no, like, obviously I'm going to come and see you. If you need anything, I'm going to look after you or whatever. Yeah. So yeah, let us know what you think. Maybe it's up to the individual, or
maybe it just depends on you as a person and where you are in your success journey and how you feel about it. But talking about this, it leads quite nicely into, when do you think you should get tested? Well, not you personally, but your partner should get tested. Like, when do you think is a good time to bring it up or discuss it, or, you know, just broach the question of, do you have it? Do you know?
Yeah, I can't cope. You're better.
Can sex make you have a crisis, guys?